Hey, all you YouTuber fans, and my name is John, and I just wanted to tell you about my coming out story and how I thought it was gonna be like this big thing and scary, but it really wasn't. It started out as me being a freshman in college, and I was on the varsity sports team. I was rushing for Greek life, and I was like the guy. Like nobody would ever think that I was gay or anything, but I started like not. I wasn't. Some reason I wasn't happy, and everybody was wondering what was going on, and I couldn't put a finger on it. But then I started like, just like taking a step back and like thinking about it. And then when I used to go to parties, like there used to be so many hot girls, but then I wasn't like satisfied, and I knew something wasn't right. And then one day, like I went over to a friend's house, and like she was hot, but like I saw her brother, and I was like, whoa, like that's how I knew like it pretty much I was gay. But I didn't know how my teammates or like the frat brothers that I was gonna rush with, and like my roommate and family would view it. So I kept it hidden, but it was like a burden when I kept it hidden. Like I felt so like depressed and down, like if I was alone. And then it was like a 3 week period that I just kept on thinking about it over and over. And then I finally came to the conclusion that, I'm tired of being like this. I'm gonna just start coming out. And then the first person I came out to was my leadership advisor, and it was funny, like, because I had to speak with her because I didn't go to like a meeting, and she was wondering what was going on, and I told her I couldn't. At first, it took me like 15 minutes to tell her, like, I just couldn't say I was gay. Like, it was just like so hard. I don't know why I couldn't just say the word gay. And I told her, and she was so cool with it. And then she gave me advice what I should do, how I should tell people, and then I started telling one person at a time, but it didn't come that easy. I told a close friend, and she went to Colgate, and I was actually thinking about transferring to Colgate because like I thought Lehigh wasn't accepting with it, but turned out pretty chill with it, and she was fine with it. And I spoke to another person for my job, and they were cool with it. And then as I told more and more people, it became more easier. And I was counting down because my mom was supposed to pick me up after the semester ended, and I was figuring out how I was gonna tell her because I was gonna be gone for a month, and I didn't want to get kicked out of the house or anything. But I was planning to tell her when she was driving back to college, and it was funny how it happened because when me and her was going to like the gym to look for like a erg because I was on the crew team. We came out of the gym. I was like sweaty and tired, and I told her stuff like normally people don't tell people stuff like, "Oh, mom, I went to college and I became a new person. I see a different aspect in life." And she was like, "What's that supposed to mean?" And I was getting out the car, and she was like, "No, close the door for a second." She said, "Do you like guys?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then it's funny. I didn't have to say the word gay or anything. She was like, "Okay, that's chill." And I was like so shocked. And I was like on my side, and we were just like joking about stuff. That was pretty cool, but I didn't know how like my male friends would view it. And then I called a close friend, like he goes to Fordham, and we just talked about it. And at first I texted him. He was like with his girlfriend, whatever. I was like, "Hey John, you remember that time I had to tell you something?" Like he was like, "Oh yeah, what?" And I texted him like a long passage, and I was like, "Basically, I'm gay." He was like, "What?" And then he didn't text me for an hour because he was like doing something, and I was like, I thought maybe telling him that me and him were gonna be cool in the morning, and then he calls me, and I'm like, oh snap! So I was like, all right, I pick up, and then me and him just like talking, like he's like on a football team and stuff like that, and like I was so shocked that he was cool with it, and then we were just talking, and I after like talking for 30 minutes, seeing how cool he was with it, I decided to call my twin brother, and he was cool with it, even though he was joking around like, oh, you like penises and stuff. I was like, whatever, like we chill. And I told family members, and they were cool with it. So normally coming out experience is normally hard, but like I actually had a positive experience. I didn't come out to everybody at college yet. Hopefully when I get back, I'm just like gonna tell everybody. But like so far, my coming out experience is pretty good, and I'm still the same person. I'm not. I didn't change my personality, but I just feel much happier knowing that who I am and how people accept me. That was basically my coming out story. Thanks.